Denso, but you're gonna experience some interesting and fun things and some great information. So it'll all be worth it. It's all free.
Okay.
Yay!
So I'm Steve Keys. I'll be narrating today's tour, and we'll be spending a lot of time talking about what you're going to be seeing on the screens. And you probably are already aware of this, but this is all brought to you by Denso International America and the Econolite Group. And just a little background, Denso provided the connected vehicle technology, and Econolite provided the intersection technology. So you'll be experiencing that portion a little bit later in the program. Right now I'm going to turn it over to Brian from Denso, and he's going to explain the maps to you in a little more detail. Here you go.
Thanks. All right, so yeah, as Steve sits down, what you're going to see on the display up here is Google Earth representation. See if we can get this guy to stay on. We have pretty good luck while we're sitting still. What you see up in the front here, these are Google Earth images. The main one here, picture a camera that is that's kind of stay on. Come on. Stay. Good boy. Picture a camera that's located. Picture a camera that's located. There you go. That's located behind the bus, up above the bus. All right. So kind of looking down gives us a good kind of a 3D representation, almost like a heads-up display of what we've got. You're going to see this is going to track with us. This is just we're taking the GPS data, the vehicle data, speed data, all of that from the host vehicle, which is the bus, and these two rover vehicles, and just overlaying it on Google Earth. This Google Earth is all coming over a cellular modem, so there's no simulation here. This is real data. This is real, honest, live data. If you guys look out the windows, those are our two rover vehicles, okay? And so you can see that they're located right here. I'm going to sit down. I'm still going to talk loud. I'll do my best. On the left is another image. This just gives us another representation. It allows us to see a little bit more of what's going on, because these vehicles will come in and out of view as they move around us. They'll stay in view here on the left a little bit better. The bottom one, this one stays fixed. This one won't move as we move positions. These two will. This one will stay fixed. And this is where our intersection demonstration is going to be. So we're going to do this is Public Works, Millennia, and Americana. You will see us down here. You're going to see some little car icons and a bus icon. Peek through right here in about 10 minutes, and then go down here. So this part down here we'll look at once we're at the intersections, and when we're doing the vehicle-to-vehicle stuff, both going to the intersections and coming back. Look at these two here. But keep in mind, it's Google Earth. It is live. It's GPS data. There's no map matching going on, so we're not trying to play like we're a nav system that's doing map matching and things like that. It's just simply overlaid on Google Earth. So you are going to see artifacts like cars that were there in position when Google took the satellite imagery. We just run right over them. It's safe. Don't worry. They're really short, so you don't feel them. Just go right over the top of them. Bridges, the same thing. And then we'll be performing some of our safety things. We'll do a blind spot warning. We're going to do forward collision, a notification, and things like that. And Steve's going to talk about those in his big booming voice as well.
Yes. Okay, I think we're ready to go, Greg.
All right.
Okay, we're going to exit the convention center. Once we get out onto Universal, we'll do our first demonstration, which is blind spot advisory. So we'll be coming up to that intersection shortly, and then once we get there, I'll explain what's going to be happening. But keep in mind, I know the tendency is to always look at the screens up front, but for this particular demonstration, the blind spot advisory, you'll also be able to look out your windows either to the left or right and see the vehicles go by, match up with what's happening on the screen. And we'll do a couple demonstrations as we're going down Universal. So we'll wait a minute here until we turn the intersection. Okay, you're going to see Rover 1, which is our green car right behind us. He's going to come around on the right-hand side as we make the corner, or make the turn, I should say. And you'll see him in the windows.
Yeah. Two cars.
And once he starts driving, you'll see the blind spot advisory come up when he comes up next to us. Should come up here pretty soon. There it is. And then he'll drive by us. And there's our vehicle right there.
It's a different color though.
You can't miss them. They have the Denso and Econoline graphics on each side. Now we're gonna repeat this. However, look out the window on your left side this time. There's our blind spot advisory. You'll also see our rover vehicle come into view here. And now that he's out of the advisory, it cancels. What's going to happen now is our Rover 2 vehicle is going to slow down. It's on the left again, onto your left window. You're going to see that happen shortly. And then when he hits the blind spot, the advisory will appear again. There it is.
Wow.
Now once he is out of range, he'll pull back in behind the Econoline Denso shuttle bus, and you can see it here, as Brian mentioned, on a top-down view. So there's a good example right there. There's our bus, Rover 2 behind us, and right now Rover 1, you can see there, but it's out of view on that to the left. It'll come into view shortly.
Yeah, you mentioned that they're a different color.
Yeah.
White does not show up on a white road.
Ah.
So you have to pick a different color
Or
so
get a
that it
different
actually
vehicle.
shows up.
Yeah.
Or a different vehicle. But so that's why that.
I was joking.
I know. But there was a good explanation.
So part of the point of this is that it provides the advisory information that there's a vehicle in the adjacent lane. It's in the blind spot, but it's not even a case where there's a lane change being attempted. It just notifies you of a vehicle in a blind spot in the existing lane. You're also going to notice something else as we're driving along Universal and on our way to Interstate 4. Our next demonstration is forward collision warning, and we've softened the parameters for that particular demonstration, so it'll appear from time to time. So there's actually a graphic that shows up, and if the mic is off, which in this case it is, there's also an advisory. Normally, you would be a situation where, in this case, the shuttle is a person driving a vehicle, and there's a notification that there was an emergency stop up ahead. This notifies of the potential for a forward collision warning. Notification comes out, the visual comes out, and this allows the driver then to either take evasive action, go to a different lane, brake, possibly go off to the side of the road. But again, you may see this come up sooner just because we've softened the parameters essentially for this bus, and because we want to make sure the demonstration is safe. We don't really want our bus doing emergency stops right now. The demonstration itself for this group takes about 30 minutes, and we'll be taking you through some real-time scenarios and including some live intersection demonstrations. Obviously, these cars are equipped with the vehicle technology. And actually, the technology is pretty simple. Each vehicle has GPS devices, and there's a dedicated Wi-Fi-like short-range radio communication that Denso refers to as DSRC. But in other words, it's Denso's connected vehicle technology, in layman's terms. And then finally, each car's geolocation is provided the same way as satellite or GPS technology, but in this case the data is communicated to the system via Denso's connected vehicle technology. And finally, all these three vehicles receive data and communicate, and it all takes place within a range of about 300 meters. That was the advisory regarding the front collision. We've entered in I-4. There's the blind spot advisory as Rover 2 moves into position. And what we'll be doing along here is some forward collision warning demonstrations. So that was it. So you had the audio, warning, as well as the graphics. So that is what you would experience as a driver of a car or a vehicle. Again, you can see it on our map to the left. You can see Rover 2. These two vehicles are going to come. And as we're on, and there's our advisory again for front collision warning. And you're going to look at the blind spot advisory again. There's the two cars on your right-hand side. You can see them out the windows there. They'll speed up again and pass us once again. And you can see them also on our map over here to the left. Right now they're following our shuttle bus.
DSRC 5.9 gigahertz.
What was that?
It's at 5.9 gigahertz.
That's 5.9. Yep.
Yeah, the vehicle's got to have it.
All right, the car's coming up on your left, out the left window here. And you'll see both cars. You've got the blind spot advisory. There goes Rover 1. Rover 2 gets the advisory, passes, and then cancels out as it moves back in front. You'll see both cars again on the map to the left. I'm going to give you a sort of a brief explanation of what's going to be taking place once we get off I-4 and go on to John Young Parkway, which is the yellow road in the lower map. We've got 3 intersection technology demonstrations. The first one is called Priority Control of Emergency Vehicle, where we'll be demonstrating an emergency vehicle alert for vehicles within the vicinity. In this case, it's our shuttle. And the rover is going to be playing the role of an emergency vehicle. The next demonstration, which will be in the next intersection, is called Traffic Flow Optimization. We'll be demonstrating how signal timing is optimized to service a platoon of vehicles. And in this case, the platoon is going to be our 3 vehicles. And essentially it's going to be monitoring our vehicles as we're going through a congested corridor and optimizing our travel to make sure we get the green in the intersection. And then finally, the last one is called Connecting Greenway. And the best way to describe this one is if you're traveling to work in your car, or you're going to the mall, and you're driving along and you see a traffic light in the distance, you're mentally already trying to figure out, should I be speeding up or slowing down so I can optimize the fact that I'll hit that intersection at the same time the green light is there. So I'm trying to get the green, so to speak. Well, the technology that you're going to see here today actually suggests an optimal speed that you should be traveling your vehicle to get the green. So if you think of the theme for this demonstration, be connected, be safe, get seen for green, this is what we're referring to. And those 3 intersection technologies will all take place on John Young. Regarding the technology that enables this, there's a couple things. Denso installed their connected vehicle technology at all 3 intersections. There's the 3 vehicles now on 4 as they're approaching John Young. And in the case of Econolite, they installed their Autoscope Encore video detection cameras as well as their traffic controllers. And in addition, their traffic management software at the Orange County Traffic Management Center. So this is what's going to be enabling us to do these intersection technology demonstrations. So again, the first one is priority control for emergency vehicles. And what you're going to see on the screen is our rover car in front that's acting as the emergency vehicle. We'll notice the signal timing change and how all signal phases in our direction of travel on John Young receive a green light.
Yay.
You'll also see a notification on the screen of an emergency vehicle in the vicinity. And you can notice our vehicles on the yellow road traveling towards that first intersection. And there's the green for our emergency vehicle. You notice we also received the alert inside our car. It'll come up again. There it is. And we'll maintain the screen through the intersection. I should point out as all this information regarding this demonstration is also displayed real time at the Orange County Traffic Management System, which is right there to your right. Okay, if you look on the screen, we're now into our second demonstration, traffic flow optimization. This is how advanced vehicle detection can improve traffic flow dependent on the sense traffic volume and congestion. So as traffic volume increases, either for commuting times, events, construction, we'll get a green extension or a max green signal timing strategy.
Ready? Go green.
There it is.
Wow.
Okay. Now, as we go through this intersection, we'll go to our third demonstration, connected greenway. And this is again optimizing our travel, receiving signal phase and timing information provided by the signal controller. It can determine our approach, when our signal will be green, and how our location and speed align with the signal controller's green band.
Since we have a red light right now, the green is going to start growing from this side. So we'll start at this intersection. The green band is just going to grow this way. If the light was green, you would see the band over on this side, or potentially from the whole way between those. But I'll point it out. It may be a little bit difficult to see. There it is. It's starting to grow. You can see the green bar right here, just between the two yellow lines on there. Once it gets up to about our position right here, you're going to see that you're going to start growing down here. There it goes. As soon as it hits this stoplight, as soon as it hits the stop bar right there, the crosswalk goes green. Now. So we're getting all of that signal phase and timing information. We're looking at the speed limit on the road. We're passing it through an algorithm to determine how fast, it's not even how fast a car should drive. It's if you are in this green band, you will get the green. If you are outside of the green band, there's no promises. But if you're on the green band, you're going to get the green. If it's behind you and it passes you because you're driving too slowly, then you don't get the green. If it's ahead of you and you speed up because you're going under the speed limit, so the speed limit's 45. If you're going 40, the band's slightly ahead of you, you speed up to the speed limit, you get in the green band, you get the green.
You basically drive and ride the green carpet there. Okay, we're going to be heading back to the convention center, but we have another demonstration for you. And we're going to share the traffic data management and traveler information application from Econolite. This application leverages the multiple layers of vehicle detection inputs, and the data is then fed into the Econolite DCMS2 traffic data collection management system module of the Econolite Centric system. Now, the Econolite system monitors traffic conditions and instantly generates traffic reports needed to realize the full potential of an ITS program, including enhanced traffic management control,